What's up, true art believers? Welcome to another short little video of me chatting and drawing. I hope you're doing well, man. I'm doing pretty good. I am working from George Bridgman's Constructive Anatomy book, and so for the next few weeks or so, next few videos, mini videos, you're just going to see me doing studies, and I'm going to be talking about things that are occurring in my life, or just things that are popping up in my mind. Sometimes there's these days that you'll catch me and I'm like overly positive, and there's some days I'm just like, hey, here I am. What's happening, man? What's happening? So what is happening with me right now? Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know what spurred this, but I am on a warpath to collect old vintage teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. Like, I have been just scouring. I've been scouring the internet via Marketplace and eBay on where to find these. I used to be, as a kid, I used to collect action figures. Not to the extent that you see on like YouTube. Like, there's these people that have these just like whole garage fulls of action figures. I think at that point, like, it ceases to be like a hobby and more like an obsession. Like, you're just finding all the toys that you had even a remote like attachment to and buying them all. So I've been scouring the internet for old Ninja Turtle toys, and I've been buying them. I don't know why. Just felt the need to buy them. I just needed something. I guess I just needed something to kind of like, how people have people have interests, they have hobbies, and they have like shows that they watch and like things that they do. I really don't have. I don't like to go camping. I don't like to do a lot of like things. I'm kind of like basic in that regard. But man, I do have an affinity for old '80s turtles. Um, it's kind of dating me, but that's something that I was brought up as a kid, and it's just something that I enjoy, man. It's just something that I enjoy, and I've been starting to like just buy them. I don't know. Back in the day, like, I would think spending that amount of money for an action figure was crazy, but now I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's just money. It's just money. I think we all like we're like we like I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But money is just money. It's not really a big deal. Um, I know people are probably struggling at the moment, but sometimes you got to think. You got to think differently at times. I'm not saying I'm like blowing like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, we're talking like, just $100 here or there, right? It's nothing. It's nothing like I'm not taking out loans to buy these action figures. I'm just like, oh, I have some money. I'll buy an action figure. Why not? Why not? And it's something I'm really enjoying. I don't know. I have this. I used to collect toys as a kid, and I liked displaying them. It was just kind of cool to have like this collection of things displayed. Now, I don't have a collection that is impressive by any means. There's people that have, like, as I said, whole garage fulls. There's whole YouTube channels of people's collections that are just like astronomical. It's like, now those individuals are taking out loans or something to buy all of those toys, because they're not just casually able to find all those toys. And if they do, they're I don't know, they're really good at thrifting. I don't know. So this is a study from an arm, right? You got these tricep muscles, and this the bicep. Technically, you could say that's the brachialis muscle. Actually, I think this is the brachialis muscle. And then you got the elbow and these extensor muscles and stuff like that. But yeah, man, into turtles. It's almost At this point, I've been spending way too much time on eBay, like refreshing. I've been refreshing the newly listed items just to see if there's anything new that I'm like, maybe I might drop a little bid here and there. Or I've been going on Facebook Marketplace and seeing what's available on there. I don't know why. This has been something that's been really just kind of like interesting. It's been something of interest for me the past few days. And who knows how long that will last. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. I'm not the person that will obsess over it for long. Well, I'll get a little bored with it and I'll stop, and then maybe I'll casually look into it later on. Or maybe it might continue. I don't know. We'll see what happens. One thing that's going to continue is me doing these videos and me drawing and talking as I draw. And some other things I've been pondering doing, but I don't know how I'm going to integrate it into my day-to-day or my schedule, is I've always been pondering doing like tutorials, more traditional media tutorials, not the digital art that you see that's very popular, but more traditional, and not really more traditional, not like the kinds that, like, not the flashy comic art studies or demos, but more grounded. But I'm just trying to think about like what would people want to watch. I'm thinking about maybe I'm just thinking about how I can fit creating that content, creating those videos into my schedule. And that's, for those who've been watching these videos, you know that my main issue with doing anything on these videos, or anything really, is like, where can I fit this in my schedule? Where can I fit this into my day-to-day? And that's the challenging part. That's my like thing that I struggle with every day, is like, how can I fit this in? Because I know that I'm probably going to have to introduce a level of editing to these videos that I'm not doing on these videos, right? These videos are pretty much raw, just straight up raw, nothing. There's no like editing. I mean, to a fault, actually. There's no editing. To a fault, I will give you this. This is not the way to go about making videos, man. It's not the way to go about it. But to a fault, this is unedited content. It's just me turning the camera on and kind of talking and drawing. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Who knows, man? You never know what you're going to say that is poignant. It has some relevant meanings to certain individuals. But I think in the future, I think the goal for this year, or one of the goals, or one of the things I want to try to implement and integrate into my YouTube channel, is doing tutorials. Because I do have some things, some little tricks and tips that I think people might extract some value from. It's just, how do I put those into my my week? How do I put this in my weekly schedule? And where do I find the space to do such things, right? So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So hopefully in the future you're gonna start seeing some videos that are going to be tutorials on how to draw, or how some ways to think about drawing. And what I find good about that is it reminds me of what I need to be vigilant about, because sometimes when you start drawing, you start picking out bad habits. And if you're constantly teaching the good habits, you're going to be reinforcing those good habits over and over again. And so that's one of my goals, I've been thinking about doing, and I've been trying to figure out how I can implement it, and it just hasn't happened, hasn't come into fruition. And I've really been wanting to do it for quite some time. How can I introduce some tutorials or drawing strategies that people can think about introducing into their drawings? Anyways, we're running up on 9 minutes, 40 seconds. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers. Bye.